Hey you, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure to strap on your seatbelt because this story is a mess and a half. So Teen Mom OG star Amber Portwood, we all know, was in this really turbulent abusive relationship with Matt Baer, who was chronicled on a couple seasons of the show alongside her. And so pretty much immediately after finally breaking up with Matthew, she jumps on into a new relationship with another guy called Andrew Glennon, and apparently it's already super serious, and she's already introduced him to her young daughter Leah. I literally lost track of how many men Amber has introduced to this poor young girl since she's been born. But anyway, at first Andrew seemed to check out. I mean, he had a job, he came from a family of people with jobs, unlike a lot of, you know, the spouses on this franchise, and he seems to have no criminal record. So I'm pretty sure most of us, especially me, were like, then what the heck's he doing with Amber? Like, huh? But as it turns out, although he doesn't have like a criminal record, he's got a really big civil record, especially in terms of relationships. And he seems to be a toxic person if these allegations against him are to be believed. So Radar Online recently uncovered 2 restraining orders filed against him by 2 different exes. And Andrew has actually fessed up to these restraining orders being real, and it is a doozy, y'all. The first girl to file a restraining order against him claimed that like he just would not leave her alone. He was like a hardcore stalker, you guys. She was like, he would hide her keys, he wouldn't leave her apartment until her dad threatened to call the police, and at a certain point he allegedly even like installed some kind of a GPS tracking device on her phone to literally stalk her at all hours of the day and night. And obviously, given the fact that he is 6'7" and like 300 pounds, the girl was scared for her life because it's safe to assume she was a lot smaller than that. Her statement continued on to say that in May, he showed up uninvited, and after I asked him to leave, he secretly let the air out of my tire until it was flat. On my birthday, he showed up at my work under a false name delivering flowers. Security at my work turned him away. He kept calling, texting, emailing obsessively, and emailing threatening statements as well. Amber, run while you can. You didn't listen to us when we told you about Matt, and you stayed for years and years and lost well over $100,000, it's safe to say. So this time, I hope you heed the advice. You literally have the whole world working in your favor to help you. Do you know how many victims of abuse would have killed to know these kinds of things about their, you know, partners before getting invested into relationships? Like, consider yourself lucky, and you should absolutely cut your losses, especially considering the fact that Andrew never bothered to tell Amber about these restraining orders. But he did manage to cash in on all of this by going to Radar Online with an exclusive statement that reads, I have 3 sisters and would never consider stalking nor harassing any women. In hindsight, I should have contested the first restraining order filed against me. That's what they all say, bitch. What went down between Andrew and woman number 1 was really bad, and then woman number 2 is pretty crazy as well, especially when you wrap your mind around the fact that he was literally only with this woman for like 2 months. Their relationship was from November 24th up until January of 2015. Like, really? You're already showing your psycho side 2 months in? Her statement says, and I quote, he has threatened me verbally, and I believe yesterday he sent an anonymous letter to my boss and coworkers to deliberately try to smear me. He's contacted my family and my friends in order to try and find out about me, and I'm scared for my safety, and I'm scared of him. You guys, this was so bad that she did not only seek a restraining order for herself. It was like a protection from abuse, a domestic violence restraining order. It was not only for herself, it was also for her family as well. Talk about psycho. And although in his paid opportunistic statement to Radar Online, Andrew claims that he didn't know that this girl had filed a restraining order against him, which I call bullshit on, he did admit to doing that creepy act of sending a letter to her bosses to try and get her fired. And his statement on that was, oh, I felt it necessary, her being a teacher, to let her employers know what type of person they have working for them. She was one of the most poisonous relationships I've ever had. So poisonous, in fact, that Andrew is actually still in touch with her to this day. Really? Although he doesn't seem to take full responsibility for the things that he did to these women, he did say that I've learned a lot from those relationships, and all those hard experiences have helped me shape into the man that I am now. Amber is such a beautiful soul. I love her so much, and I really want to start this relationship with nothing but honesty, he said. I feel like a total idiot for not bringing this up to her at first, but but it was such a difficult time in my life that I blocked it out of my mind. You are gonna gag when you read this last part. I apologize to you, Amber, her fans, and anyone following us. I know I could be the man she's been waiting for. I've been waiting for her my whole life. And we both had to go through some real experience to realize that. Our love is real and I wanna see it through. Love in like what? 8 weeks or so, especially in light of how dishonest you've been to this poor girl who you knew was a victim of abuse when you met her. I don't know, you guys, it sucks to be like this pessimist whenever you hear about these people getting into relationships, waiting for the other shoe to drop and all the dirty details to come out on the men that they choose. But it seems like time and time again, these women prove that they have bad taste in men. But then again, someone like Amber, who is a hardcore domestic abuser with like drug problems and anger issues and just a whole host of problems, is not really all that bound to attract a man of quality, right? What do you think about this whole situation? Are you surprised by Andrew's past or not? And how do you feel about the way that he has seemingly not really taken that much responsibility for his actions, and the fact that he sold his side of the story to Radar Online? Or the fact that he was never honest with Amber about this. She found out about this at the same time as we did. I'm so excited to hear what you have to say about it. So leave all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. You can also like this video, subscribe for more. Feel free to share it with your friends as well. And follow me across social media where I absolutely love chatting with you. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.